already.
Inter Milan have just been pulled out. Now, we already know that Inter Milan are playing Real Madrid away, but they are also playing Liverpool at home, Real Madrid away, as I just said, Club Brugge at home, Dortmund away, Shakhtar at home, Feyenoord away, Stuttgart at home, and Slava Bratislava away.
Looks all right, that, Kev.
Yeah, it does. There are some tough games there, in fairness. Stuttgart isn't easy out of pot 4. You wouldn't want to draw them. We are going to have a Curtis Jones Classico, though, because Inter are going to play Liverpool at San Siro.
Never been said before, is it?
There you go.
It's shaping up nicely, the draw, right?
Yeah, I think it's a nice mix, I think, because even in pot 4, you have got dangerous teams. I mentioned Lens that Man City have ended up with. I mentioned Stuttgart. Como with Cesc Fabregas at the helm.
Yeah.
Nobody expected them to qualify for the Champions League, so that's why they're in pot 4, but I wouldn't want them.
No. Barcelona are the next big hitters to be pulled out of pot 1. We're just waiting for that button to be pressed. We know, of course, that Barcelona have already got a tie with Manchester City at home.
I think one thing we should add as well, you can't draw a team from your own country at this stage.
Yes. That was a no-look press of the button, by the way, by David Villa. So Barcelona, Man City home, we knew about. PSG away, oh my goodness. Aston Villa, they've been pulled out the pot. Aston Villa at home for Barcelona. Sporting away. Feyenoord at home. Galatasaray away. Como home. And Sabah, rhymes with ABBA, away.
Kev, how come Turkey are doing so much business? It looks like all top players around Europe now are going to Turkey. Is that the place to go?
Yeah, they've got good funding. You can give players pretty decent tax breaks, it's fair to say, but they've got sponsors that help them out, and it's become a bit of an arms race. But Fenerbahce getting through to the Champions League, group stage or league phase for the first time in nearly 2 decades, that's massive.
Yeah.
Because to have Galatasaray in there and Fenerbahce is really huge and just underlines the fact that we've got a bit of momentum in Turkish football.
Arsenal?
Bentley's trying to... No, Bentley's trying... You can't say, because people will be thinking, is it Arsenal? It's not Arsenal. It's Atletico Madrid. Now, we already know that Atleti haven't been pulled out yet against another side, so we're waiting to find out all of their opponents. And a team as well that aren't necessarily favourites with people, but are a team you don't want to play, certainly away. I think that's fair.
Yeah, they've had some decent runs in the competition. They got to the semi-finals last season. So, they are awkward opponents. There's no doubt about that.
Well, Liverpool will be playing them, but Liverpool will be playing them at home. So Atleti have got Bayern Munich at home, Liverpool away. Manchester United at home, PSV away. Fenerbahce at home, Bodo Glimt away. Viking at home and Stuttgart away. So Manchester United's name for the first time. We've seen it in this season's Champions League draw. Atleti have got Manchester United at home. Will United be happy with that? I just said no one wants to really go there and play Atleti.
No.
And Man United have just been pulled out of the hat.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that. Look, you've avoided...
Brilliant.
You then avoid some of the other big hitters in there. But do I want to go to the Metropolitano in the Champions League? No, I don't think I do.
Team, though, isn't it?
What it does mean, by the way, we're going to have Liverpool against Atletico for the second season running.
Is that allowed?
That's allowed.
They're okay with that.
But it won't be allowed next season.
Okay.
If it happens again.
Wouldn't surprise me. Just to confirm, though, so Man United have been pulled out against the team from pot 1. They can't play any other team from pot 1. Is that right?
They'd have 2 teams from pot 1.
2 teams from pot 1.
They will, but they will face one at home.
Oh, I see. Okay, so Atleti's one of those 2. Only one of them will be at home, and that won't be Atleti. Thierry Henry has just pulled out of the hat. PSG.
Champions.
The champions, 2-time winners. Kevin Atwell thinks that they can win it for a 3rd time. We already know that PSG are playing Barcelona at home. Oh, my goodness. And Manchester City away. Just those 2 ties are mouth-watering enough, right?
Well, that's a belter. And obviously, Luis Enrique is the link between both clubs as well, having managed Barcelona's Champions League glory as well.
So PSG continue. Barca and Man City, I mentioned. Roma at home. Aston Villa away. Galatasaray at home. Villarreal away. Slava Bratislava at home. And Como away. That's PSG. Aston Villa fans, you will be going to Paris.
So, Kev, sorry, fast forward. If this happened again next year, could Villa not draw PSG again? Because they had them, was it last year, the year before? Or was it the second?
No, but it's in the league phase.
Okay.
So if the knockouts don't matter. The knockouts don't matter.
I'd like to see the algorithms that don't allow that to happen.
Eventually the computer will just combust because there'll be so many things it's not allowed to do. It will just absolutely melt. But Villa have already played PSG, of course, this season in the Super Cup, and gave them a decent go. Actually, it was a good game. That
Liverpool are the next big team to be pulled out of pot one. We know they're playing Atleti at home and Inter away. The button has been pressed. I quite like that button actually. Porto are another team Liverpool be playing. They'll be playing Porto at home. Club Brugge away for Liverpool. Villarreal at home. Fenerbahce away. Lens at home and Lask away. That's Liverpool's opponents in this season.
Looks lovely, that
Champions League. Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that, Kev, won't they?
Yeah, I don't think
really
that's
happy
too bad
with
at all. I don't think that's too bad at all, because you look at Lens is tricky from pot 4, but you're at home rather than having to go there. You look at the 2 pot 1 teams, Atletico at home, Inter away. Well, Liverpool have won at Inter fairly recently. Porto again at home. That's one you'd expect Liverpool to be favourites for. So yeah, of the permutations that could have happened, I think Andoni Iraola will be pretty pleased with that.
Darren Bent is very pleased because Arsenal have just been pulled out of pot 1 by Thierry Henry. We know that Arsenal will be playing Real Madrid at home.
Here we go. I'm looking forward to this.
Here we go. Press that button as badly as you can.
Go on, David.
Oh, that's a bad button press.
Or Bayern Munich.
So here we go. So Arsenal have got Real Madrid at home, Bayern Munich away, Dortmund at home, Real Betis away, Lille at home, Napoli away, Saba at home, and Slava Prague away. Benty, your reaction to the tough game? Those top 3, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich and Dortmund.
And Napoli away.
And Napoli away. And Betis ain't going to be easy as well.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, on paper...
Great draw.
On paper, they look incredible. But Kev, talk to me. Give me a little bit of hope, please.
I mean, they're one of the best teams in the competition. So, I mean, if they're going to struggle... I mean, Bayern away is tough, and that's a good test, I think, because obviously they played each other at the Emirates in the league phase last season, and I felt like that win over Bayern was really important for Arsenal, actually. I think it really built belief, and it taught Bayern a lesson, and Bayern went away and really worked on it after that. So, look, Napoli away is awkward, potentially. Dortmund at home. Dortmund are always tricky if they click, but I would expect Arsenal to win that. So, mouth-watering games in pot 1. Going to the Benito Villamarín, going to Betis is tricky, but I'd expect Arsenal to be top 8.
The last team to be pulled out of pot 1 is Bayern Munich. Now, we know already that Bayern Munich have got Arsenal at home and Atleti away. This, of course, is the last of the big hitters to be pulled out of pot 1. We'll have the whole draw, by the way, for you live on our show. No ad breaks as well, so you won't miss a thing. So Bayern Munich have got Arsenal at home, Atleti away, Real Betis at home, Manchester United away. Bodo Glimt, Ben is over the moon with that. Bodo Glimt at home, Lille away, Slava Prague at home, and Viking away. Manchester United, one of their opponents, will be Bayern Munich. But that will be away for Bayern Munich, so that's home for Manchester
United. So United's 2 pot 1 adversaries are going to be Atletico Madrid away and Bayern at home.
Can you stop both smiling? Honestly,
no, we're just saying
hatred in. I can feel it.
Just saying what the games are.
Horrible. You're both vile. I used to think you're both nice people.
No, we're just saying what the games are. They're tricky. They are tricky. I think Bayern will love that because they don't have to go to Bodo Glimt. They can have them at home. They've got Slavia at home. Go to Viking. I think they would be pretty pleased with the way that's turned out.
Let me just read out the English clubs because, of course, we have a huge interest over here. So Man City will have PSG at home, Barcelona away, Sporting at home, Porto away, Napoli at home, Leipzig away, AK Athens at home, and Lens away. We're going to have to wait, I'm guessing, about 4 or 5 minutes till they draw pot 2. So we can talk about this. What do you make of that for Man City, Kev?
I think there's some really tricky games in there. Considering this is a season where Enzo Maresca obviously is trying to implement what he wants to do. He's trying to live up to what Pep Guardiola has set as a kind of level. And also Manchester City, obviously they won it fairly recently, but they have dipped a bit in the Champions League. I think there's no doubt about that. So, Lens away is tricky because that's a great atmosphere. Leipzig depends on what shape they're going to be under Demichelis. They've got a new coach. Porto at home, Napoli at home, what they are is coaches in Allegri and Farioli who can be quite defensively minded and quite awkward to play against if they come away from home. So it's not an easy set of games, that.
The draw will carry on in about 3 minutes' time. That gives us time to find out how Rangers are getting on. They're in Conference League qualifying action. Paul Mitchell is watching for TalkSport.
Jablonec 0, Rangers 0. Rangers leading 1-0 on aggregate. It's been very tight, very cagey here. Both teams just trying to find their way into the game. Jablonec have had the better of the chances and arguably should be ahead. Laurent Jawo has had 2 opportunities, one at a header wide after good work by Schlama on the left hand side, but after a brilliant one he was played through into the box after 12 minutes, and rather than cut across the goalkeeper, which fairly certainly would have scored, he went for the near post and blasted it wide, much to Rangers' delight, it has to be said. We've got 30 seconds of normal time to be played in this first half. Jablonec 0, Rangers 0. Rangers still leading 1-0 on aggregate.
Let's ever so quickly go back to Sam Allard. There's been a wicket in the cricket, Sam.
Jamie Smith has been bowled by Muhammad Ali for 61. England now 222 for 7. Every time in this game that you think England are getting away for Pakistan strike back. It's a good bowler ball angled into the right-hander. Little bit of movement off the pitch. Smith playing the booming drive, and he's bowled in between bat and pad. Smith goes for a well-made 61. England 222 for 7.
Thanks for that, Sam. Right, we are concentrating, of course, on the draw for the Champions League. The teams for the first pot have been drawn, so we're on to pot 2 now. I can tell you that Club Brugge are the first team from pot 2 to be pulled out, and their opponents have also been named. They have got Liverpool at home, Inter away, Aston Villa at home, PSV away, Bodo Glimt at home, Napoli away, Lens at home, and Stuttgart away. Kev, your views on that, Aston Villa and Liverpool?
Well, what it means is that obviously Villa are going to have to go to Club Brugge. You might remember the infamous Tyrone Mings game where he picks up the goal kick. And so I think they lost that game 1-0 in the end. That might have been the only goal of the game. So, yeah, that's quite a tricky place to go to face Club Brugge, because they've just won the league in Belgium as well.
Okay, pot 2, let me remind you, Dortmund, Roma, Sporting. Oh, the names have gone. Let me go over them. We got time. Dortmund, Roma, Sporting, Villa, Porto, Manchester United, Club Brugge, Real Betis and PSV are the big teams from pot 2. Dortmund's name has just been pulled out of pot 2. The button has been pressed. We know that Dortmund already have got Inter at home and Arsenal away. They also have Real Betis at home, Aston Villa away, Villarreal at home, Bodo Glimt away, AK Athens at home, and Sabah away.
So we're going to have Villa against Dortmund. That's a great game.
And that would be at really Villa Park.
That would be at Villa Park, yeah. So we've got a few things. We know that Villa are going to have PSG at home. We know they've got to go to Barcelona, Club Brugge away, and Dortmund at home. I mean, yikes. That's pretty tough so far.
Say that again.
So Villa would have Barca away, PSG at home, Club Brugge away, Dortmund at home. So far, that's what we know.
I can hear Gabby Agbonlahor crying right now. Porto are the next team from pot 2 to be pulled out. Now, we already know that Porto have got Manchester City at home and Liverpool away, 2 very tough fixtures. The button has been pressed, and I can tell you on the back of that, they have also got PSV at home, Real Betis away, Napoli at home, Feyenoord away, Slavia Prague at home, and Lask away. Kev.
Yeah, I mean, Porto are really interesting because they surprised a few people by winning the league last season, and Francesco Farioli, who was an assistant to Roberto De Zerbi at one stage, rebuilt his reputation last season by winning that league because he blew it at Ajax the previous season. They were set to win the league and then really, really choked at the end of the campaign. So he's rebuilt his reputation. But they were knocked out by Forest in the Europa League last season. You might remember that horrible back pass.
Yes,
I do remember.
So, yeah.
Can't forget that one. Gabby Agbonlahor, I hope you're listening, because Aston Villa's name has just been pulled out of pot 2. We know that Aston Villa already have PSG at home, Barca away, Dortmund at home, and Club Brugge away. I mean, those 4 alone are incredibly tough for Aston Villa. Let's find out the rest of their opponents. I can tell you that Aston Villa will also play Fenerbahce at home, Galatasaray away, Viking at home, and Slavia Prague away. I mean, on paper, that looks incredibly tough. I mean, every single team in this competition of pot 1 and pot 2, even pot 3, there's quite a few big hitters. There's no easy matches, I suppose, at this stage. But Aston Villa fans won't be necessarily happy with that.
Yeah, I think getting Viking at home, I think you'd look at that, obviously. Slavia away.
Yeah.
Well, no, but then you look at those 2 and you think, well, actually, where are the ones where we would expect to get the 3 points?
Yeah.
And if you've got 2 games there, Fenerbahce at home, Fener played really well against Lyon, but there's no guarantee they'll be able to do that in a lot of away games because they don't have the collective experience of this competition. They've got players who've played in it, but as a group, they haven't made it for nearly 2 decades this far. So there's a big question mark over them. Going to Istanbul to face Galatasaray is never easy, as Liverpool found last season.
Real Betis, they've just been pulled out of the pot. They already had Arsenal, Bayern Munich and Porto. Borussia Dortmund, Feyenoord at home, Lille away, Como at home, and Slavia away.
So just a couple of things on Betis that are interesting. Pellegrini's still doing it at 72. Wow. That man is a machine. If you look at what he's done with Betis, he's won the Copa del Rey. He's got them into the Champions League. They got to the Conference League final and lost to Chelsea. It's just phenomenal what he's doing. And when you think he was at Man City, he was at Real Madrid. Just incredible.
The next team out of pot 2 is Roma. Now, we already are aware that Roma have got Real Madrid at home. God, some of these are mouth-watering. Yeah. And PSG away. Are Roma a team that could do damage? You don't want them, do you?
No, you don't, because, Donyell Marlon, Villa fans will find this difficult to believe, but Donyell Marlon's been absolutely incredible since he went to Roma. I think he scored something like 15 in 19.
Kev, every time I say you don't want them, Man United get drawn out. So, I'm sorry, United fans. Roma, Real Madrid at home, PSG away, Sporting at home, Manchester United away. So United fans, a trip to Old Trafford to see Roma. Lille at home, Fenerbahce away, and 2 other sides that I wasn't. 2 other sides that I wasn't quick enough to read out, but we'll go over all of these in just a moment. And by the way, if you're a fan of an English side that's in this competition, I'll read out all your fixtures as well. Right,
here we go.
Bit of respect for Manchester United, of course. They've won this competition many a time. Manchester United, we already know, have got Bayern Munich at home, Atleti away, and Roma. Oh my goodness, at home. The rest.
These are the games you want.
No, they're not. The rest.
Viking, didn't
shut your face, both of you. I want Viking and Viking B team. The rest of Manchester United opponents are Sporting away. Oh my goodness. Sporting away, Leipzig at home, Villarreal away, Sabah at home. There's a win there, and Como away.
Yes, Fabregas.
Kev, we can see now Sir Jim Ratcliffe he doesn't look happy, does he? He looks quite unhappy with that draw. I think United fans will be unhappy with that.
It's not great.
No, it's not great.
I mean, you look at that top 4, Bayern at home, Atletico away, Roma at home, Sporting away. Leipzig, as I say, it's really difficult to know how they're going to be because they've got a completely new coach in Martin Demichelis. Christopher Nkunku's gone back there. Still not convinced about guys like Antonio Nusa, who's talented but needs to step on a bit and needs to start putting up the numbers. But Como away, Villarreal away, they're awkward games.
I didn't notice you smiling when you said this about Arsenal's fixtures.
I'm just excited to have United back in the competition and taking on some of the best teams in Europe. Yeah. That's all it is.
Not happy with it. Sporting have been pulled out of pot 2. Barcelona at home, Man City away, Manchester United at home, Roma away, Galatasaray, here we go, Galatasaray at home, Shakhtar away, Lask at home, and how is that pronounced? Lens away.
So, just to go back to Sporting in general, and obviously playing against Manchester United, they had a good run last season. They got to the quarterfinals, obviously got edged out by Arsenal, gave them a decent game over 2 legs, didn't they? They've got a big rebuild on their hands because they've lost Ousmane Diamande's gone to Forest, Morten Hjulmand has gone to Atletico, Giovanni Kenda's gone to Chelsea. That obviously was delayed. It was loan originally. Trincão's gone. And they might lose Pedro Gonçalves as well, who's been a brilliant player for them for the last few years. So they are really getting rebuilt.
The last team from pot 2 has been pulled out. It's PSV. They've got Atleti at home, Real Madrid away, Club Brugge at home, Porto away, Shakhtar at home, Leipzig away, Stuttgart at home, and Viking away.
What I love about PSV is that under Peter Bosz, they'll just play the same way in all 8 games. Yeah. Like, he won't change it. He always used to say, people talk about a plan B. I don't have that. I just want us to do plan A better. That's what, and he just goes hell for that, isn't it? But look what this
is what we do, mate. Well, all the English teams have got their opponents. So Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Manchester United have all got their opponents. We'll go over all of those in fine detail in just a moment. But first, there has been another wicket of the cricket. Sam Ellard can tell us more. Sam.
Yeah, Pakistan fighting back into this game. England were 187 for 5 and looking set for a decent first inning score. It's now 227 for 8. Muhammad Ali in the previous over, picking up 2 wickets in 3 balls. He got the danger man Jamie Smith for 61, a ball then hit back into the right hander and bowled him. Then 2 balls later he got Ollie Robinson for a 2-ball. It was a full ball and Ollie Robinson looking to come forward and defend, beating on the inside edge, the ball crashing into the top of off stump. So throughout the whole day there's been moments where Pakistan have been on top, then England fighting back, and now Pakistan early on in this evening session with a couple of quick wickets to bring themselves back into this game. We can play until 7:30 this evening. Gus Atkinson played nicely unbeaten on 27. He has got a test match 100 on this ground previously, and Jofra Archer is new to the crease. Overcast conditions here at Lord's, good bowling conditions. This game nicely poised on day 1 of this second test match. England 229 for 8.
Good work as always. Thank you for that, Sam. If you've just turned on the radio, we have been concentrating on the draw for the Champions League. It's been happening over the last hour or so. I can tell you that all 5 English clubs know their opponents. And if you have just turned on, you've turned on at exactly the right time, because I'm going to read them out now. Kevin Atchard, our European football expert, alongside us, and of course
with the Yellow Submarine of Villarreal, Europa League champions in 2021, and for the successive Europa League phase for the first time. For this club, we're ready. Villarreal know 4 of their opponents: Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund. Please.
Let's find those final pieces of the puzzle for the Spanish outfit. It's Napoli at home and Fenerbahce away from pot 3. And in pot 4, a home tie with Saba of Azerbaijan and a trip to Czechia to take on Slavia Praha.
Exactly. So we know also the full lineup for Villarreal. We can obviously now proceed and see which other team is now drawn in pot 3.
FK Bodo Glimt.
Bodo Glimt, the outsiders, and great performance of last season, reaching the round of 16 in the competition, and the cup winners in Norway for the first time since 1993. Who do we allocate to Bodo Glimt after Atletico, Bayern, Borussia Dortmund and Bruges?
Well, we have the answer. From pot 3, they'll host Lille. They travel to Italy as well. And from pot 4, it's Bodo Glimt against Lask. And they also take on Lens away.
Lens away, of course. That's it for Bodo Glimt. Let's go ahead. Another one.
RB Leipzig.
This is Leipzig. This time Leipzig, semi-finalists in 2020. It was the special, let's say, COVID edition, played as a tournament in Portugal, and now back in the competition again, trying to reach as far as possible again. Ready? We allocate 3 opponents, as 5 are already known.
That's correct, Giorgio. The trio is Feyenoord, Lens and Como. Those are the final 3 opponents for Leipzig of Germany.
Exactly. So we know the 8 opponents also for Leipzig, and we're ready to proceed further in this pot 3.
Fenerbahce.
Moving now to Turkey with the Fenerbahce FK. Will celebrate the 120th anniversary in 2027. And back to the group phase, league phase now, after a long period of time, I would say, it was the season 2008 and 2009. We are ready to allocate 2 opponents, as 6 have already been drawn, with Liverpool, Atletico, Roma, Aston Villa, Villarreal and Shakhtar. And we need to allocate the 2 opponents from pot number 4.
Yeah, Giorgio, they made it through last night, didn't they? And 2 more opponents for them, as you mentioned. They will be at home against Slavia Praha, and they also travel to take on Lask, the debutants.
Exactly. Who comes after Fenerbahce? David, please draw the next ball.
Feyenoord.
And we are back to the Netherlands with the winners of the 1970 edition of this competition, the Feyenoord, which is also the first Dutch club having won this fantastic trophy. Feyenoord know already that they will play Inter, Barcelona, Porto, Real Betis and Leipzig. Thierry, we are now revealing the remaining 3 clubs.
That's correct, and that hat-trick is Galatasaray from pot 3, and then Como and Viking, 2 newcomers from pot 4.
To complete the Feyenoord lineup. That's it. We have another 3 from 3 different countries.
Galatasaray.
That's Galatasaray, the champions of Turkey, with their record at 26 time. Who do we allocate to Galatasaray? They know already they will play Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Aston Villa, Sporting and Feyenoord.
Yeah, so completing the picture then for Galatasaray, they are travelling to France to take on Lille from pot 4. They're up against Stuttgart at home, and they travel to Greece to take on AEK Athens.
Perfect. This is also the lineup for Galatasaray. We have 2 more left. Both needs to know 2 opponents.
Napoli.
And the first one is Napoli, turning 100 years from their foundation this year. They have just celebrated. Congratulations to Napoli. Of course, we are ready. Who comes after Arsenal, Manchester City, Bruges, Porto, Bodo Glimt and Villarreal for the Blues of Napoli?
And that remaining duo is Viking of Norway and Saba of Azerbaijan.
So both Norwegian opponents for Napoli, after Bodo Glimt, of course. So only one is left. Let's go and see their name.
Lille.
Lille, LOSC Lille, coached by the new generation of the Ancelotti dynasty. So Lille know also 6 of their opponents: Bayern, Arsenal, Real Betis, Roma, Galatasaray and Bodo Glimt. Only 2 from pot 4 to be revealed.
Yeah, and Lille's final 2 opponents then are Slovan Bratislava and Stuttgart away. Okay, well, I would say that the calibre of fixtures in this season's tournament is higher than ever. It always is, and it's always fascinating, isn't it? We're really looking forward to this league phase. Some matches to point out for you. Villarreal at home to Napoli should be a fiery one. Bodo Glimt taking on Lille. Shakhtar against Fenerbahce as well, with a star-studded lineup too.
We're not done yet, though. We've got one final pot to go. This one includes 4 Champions League debutants, as well as teams from France, Germany and Greece. those are the teams in this pot. We've talked about it throughout the show, but we do have debutants. We'll give them their due. It's Como of Italy, Lask of Austria, Viking of Norway, and Saba of Azerbaijan. A historic moment for them all, no doubt about that. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Let's reveal the final fixtures for this season's league phase. Giorgio, one last time, over to you.
Yes, Pedro, thank you very much. Indeed, 4 great stories of European football. Let's see who their opponents will be. And David, may I ask you to shuffle for the last time a pot, which is pot number 4. And we start delivering the final of fixtures of these 144 great matches.
Lens.
We start with RC Lens winning the first Coupe de France title last season. So Lens have been allocated already Man City, Liverpool, Sporting, Bruges, Bodo Glimt and Leipzig. Thierry, please, let's reveal the last 2.
Yeah, the final 2 teams then for Lens is a home tie against Como and a trip to Czechia to take on Slavia Praha.
That's it. This is RC Lens. Let's go.
Slavia Praga.
This is Slavia Praga, the champions of the Czech Republic, making for the first time in their history a successive UEFA Champions League phase. For Slavia Praga, we know already 7 opponents after Arsenal, Bayern, Aston Villa, Porto, Villarreal, Fenerbahce. Lens has already been paired with them, so only one needs to be revealed with this touch.
And that one team remaining to complete this puzzle is Saba. We've got the lineup.
So Slavia Praga away to Saba of Azerbaijan. Let's go with the next one.
Saba.
And here Saba, we go with Saba, one of this wonderful story club founded only 9 years ago and now making this incredible debut in the league phase